Hello, Dumela, hola, ni hao, and welcome back to another model comparison video. Yeah, it's been a bit, don't worry about it. But anyway, this is of the Piedmont and Canadian Pacific Airlines 727-200s. Now, here we have the box art for the Piedmont plane, just the Piedmont logo with the plane in the corner. So it's the blue box art, the newer box art. We've got the plane climb on the back, some other details here. This model was made in 2006. Going on the inside, we've got some details about the plane, like the aircraft is a Boeing 727-295 from Piedmont Airlines. Construction and line numbers. Registration is November 1647. The plane's powered by three Pratt & Whitney JT80-9 engines. The plane was first built in 1968 and delivered in 1983. I don't know which airline it flew for. Maybe it flew for Eastern or Allegheny or whatever, but now in 1983 it ended up with Piedmont. We got the length here, the wingspan, the height, the empty weight. We got the cruise speed of 588 miles per hour. The range is about 2,500 miles. And the seating capacity is pretty much similar to the 737-800, 145 in mixed class, 189 high density. Yes, 737-800 was basically built to replace the 727. And it outperformed it. Anyway, moving on, we've got the Canadian Pacific plane on the front, TPE logo down underneath. Don't worry about the price tag. I bought that in the UK. We got the plane climb on the back, as real as it gets. This is a 2022 model. Actually, I think it's the newest of my models, if I'm not mistaken. Then we've got the livery for CPE. Aircraft type is a Boeing 727-217. We got the serial number. The registration is Charlie Golf Charlie Papa Bravo. Plane's powered by different type of Pratt & Whitney JT80, the PW JT80-17 engines. The plane was first built in and delivered in 1975. Then we've got the max takeoff weight, cruising speed of 550 miles per hour. The range is about almost 3,000 miles. And this is the seating arrangement on the plane, 134 in mixed class. But I'm pretty sure it's specific to the Canadian Pacific planes. Now, what else is different visually on the planes? Well, let's take a look at the details, how they've done those. Now, first, in regards to the cockpit glazing, you can definitely see it's much different. The one on the 2022 model is more geometrical than the one from 2006. Other than that, the nose cone details are fairly similar, and the eyebrow details are similar-ish, but not that much. We turn this baby around and we do have the hinges on the doors, which is not a surprise considering the years this model was built. Like, this one doesn't have hinges on. And then in regards to the wing details, what is different there? Well, actually, believe it or not, a lot. So let's take a look. We've got our wing lights, our wing tip lights, and pretty much the wing path. And then we take a look here. The paths are pretty much similar, but the outline is silver here and dark grey there. But the wing lights are a bit differently designed, and the wing tip lights are much differently designed. They're more detailed, like very highly detailed. This is a more detailed model, but both have good detailing. But there's not really much at the emergency exit of this one, but the other one does have a lot of details near the emergency exit, and even on its engines. So, a lot of detail on the door of the emergency exit, the row of windows which is supposed to be behind the engine, then the engine details, we've got the hinges on the engines, and both do have the reverser details though. So, yeah. So let's take a look underneath. So what is different there? So, landing gear on this model doesn't roll, no surprise. We do have some sentry details down below, so that's cool. Nothing else here. We got our forward cargo door, Gemini Jets logo with a stand hole, with our engravement of the landing gear doors, but no details, as you can see. Then we have two rear baggage doors. Yeah, that's right, two, and our air stairs with a bit minimal detail. We also have our APU shaft up here and the APU shaft there. So yeah. Then going under the Canadian Pacific plane. The gear on this model does roll, which riddle me this: why do these models have rolling landing gear? Someone in the comments please point me out why, because I don't know. There's more detail underneath, like more sensory details here. We do have our standard details of pitot tubes and so on, but we also have other sensory details. Gemini Jets logo is actually on the main fuselage instead of the wing box section. We have more detail underneath, like beacons, vents, and actually landing gear doors that are drawn on, and also underwing details, including the registration, but that's not uncommon though. We only have one rear baggage door for this plane, and I think they made it. I don't know if they made a printing error with this one, but it's all blobby. Then we've got our rear A stair with a bit more detail. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say other than that. Oh yeah, we do also have a little pointy thing, so be careful. Anyway, so which airline flew it better? Well, neither are very that iconic. I just like this one the most because it's orange, and orange is my favorite color, so there's a bit of a bias there. I also like chrome models, so a bit of a double bias. But I don't know which airline really flew them better per se. I mean, both airlines changed. I mean, this airline changed its name from Canadian Pacific Airlines just to Canadian Airlines and basically went through a whole rebrand after a merger. And this one ended up just with US Airways um, because merger stuff back in 1989. So, which one flew them better in their era? Well, I genuinely can't tell you. I'm really just that stupid. But yeah, that's all I can say about these models. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. Have a nice day. Peace.